What is the energy of imposter syndrome, also known as not feeling like you're enough or feeling unworthy? Because this is a feeling and a mindset that influences action. And nearly every woman I know has experienced some version of this in her life and career. So let's take a look at what it feels like, looks like in me, and I encourage you to check into yourself and see if you find some resonance. And of course, if you don't, draw what you do feel, and that could help you begin to move forward. So if I'm thinking about these three phrases, not enough is what really tends to zing in my system. Like, I am not enough. I haven't done enough to be on that stage. I don't know enough. And I say this because I'm tired of this myself, and yet it still keeps coming back. So not enoughness. I am gonna start with the belly, and it's to have its own little swirly. And from the belly, I can go up, and we have some shoulders. And from the belly, okay. We don't really have legs. Got it. And then there's a neck, and then there's a head. Well, that's telling. Okay, and then where are our arms? Big arms, okay. And we've got a lot to say. I say we and mean me, of course. And I'm just really struck by the fact that there's no legs in this drawing. And again, I'm going from what I'm feeling and experiencing in me as I consider this part of me that feels like I'm not enough. Okay, so there's a lot to say. There's a big reach, woo! And then there's this swirling mass right here. And it looks like other energy is coming into that mass. And while I know I have legs, it's more like I'm like a stick in the ground with a face and arms and a voice, but there's no solidity, no grounding. What's the energy of not enough, like the space around me? Okay. So once again, it's my energy field, instead of being nice and robust, is really narrow, particularly at the bottom. And my heart is huge. That's interesting. Okay, so lots of heart, lots to say, not much to stand on. And there are some hips. So there's some hips. Okay, so that's the energy of not enoughness. And I could see why it's hard to move forward. If you don't have legs, you can't move forward. If I don't have legs, I can't move forward. That makes complete sense. And my whole body's going like, oh my God. So what now? What now that we've identified? Well, I'm gonna just feel this poor little person here who has no legs to move forward. She's got a giant heart, a lot to say, and a big reach, but no energy in her lower body. And then there's this big ball of energy right here that's not going anywhere. It's just kind of hanging out and swirling around, which I would say probably influences that anxiety that comes with not enough and unworthy and imposter syndrome. All right, so there we go. That is the energy of imposter syndrome, and we've seen it, we felt it, and then our next step will be to say, where do I get to go from here with this picture, to find more pleasure in what is, and we'll do that in the next video. Thank you for joining me.